So when we begin our practice, we want to ensure that we're comfortable, and should we choose to practice sitting back on our heels, we want to make sure that the front of the ankles and the thighs are comfortable. If you need props, as I've shown here, please use them. Otherwise, feel free to not use them, whatever works best for you. Your sit bones now become your grounding. So your sit bones are where you're thinking that you're reaching evenly down through the earth. And as we reach evenly down through the earth with our sit bones, we're going to start moving up our spine with an equal and opposite force. We're going to feel the energy coming up from the pelvic floor, lifting the ribs gently away from the pelvis, making a little bit more space between every rib, between every vertebrae, so that finally the crown of your head is reaching to the sky. Lovely. So here we're going to relax the arms down by your side, and I invite you to open palms away from you, something we don't often do. So just starting to open through the shoulder. Lovely. We're going to begin with a gentle warming up of the neck, taking a breath in. Bring your gaze as far as you can over the shoulder, dropping the chin down to the shoulder, and then gently coming down across, down through the breastbone, and all the way up to the opposite side. Inhale. Exhale as we bring the chin down from the left shoulder, following the left collarbone, coming down to the breastbone and all the way back up to the right side with the gaze as far as you can over the right shoulder. Beautiful. Bring it back to center. Inhale. Exhale, bringing your left earlobe over the left shoulder. Remembering that you have 7 vertebrae, so you're bending each one of them. So as you come back up, your nose stays pointing straight ahead, but you nod sideways as we now move right ear over right shoulder. All the way back nice and tall. And if we want to increase that stretch, let's do it this time. If it felt just right for you the last time, hang on to it just as it is. Otherwise, we wrap the hand all the way up so that the hand rests on the ear, and we're not pulling down, but rather just resting the weight of the arm, and we can further open up through the upper trap as we reach the right arm in the opposite direction, reaching out, lovely, and all the way back. With any of the stretches, and especially those of the neck, there should not be any pain at all. Remember to take a full breath in before you stretch. Exhale. Moving in the opposite direction, folding one joint at a time. And then if it feels right for you to wrap the arm up, making sure that the hand is reaching to the ear so you're cradling the head in your arm. If you want to open a little further as you're reaching the fingertips a little further off the mat, and then relax back to center. Inhale, reach all the way to the sky. And exhale, releasing arms down by your side. Inhale, once more, reaching up as gaze and chest comes to the sky. Exhale, as you reach into the column of air, as though you're being driven up to the sky over the left shoulder. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, drive up and over through the air column above the right shoulder, and release back to center. Lovely. Releasing the arms all the way down. Inhale, reach up, clasp the hands together, bringing your palms to the sky. Lovely. Always with nice elongated spine, sit bones reaching down, and gaze can be gently to the sky or straight ahead, whatever is most comfortable for your body. And as you release the arms, we're going to do a gentle twist. You bringing your gaze over your left shoulder. Right hand is sitting in front of left knee, left hand behind. Inhale back to the sky. And exhale, keeping the spine long as you bring your gaze all the way as far as you can over your right shoulder. Hand resting just in front of the knee so you're not tempted to push. The active rotation is a healthy thing to do, limited to active and not you pushing through at all. Releasing arms all the way down. Shoulders up towards your earlobes. And shoulder blades back and around, exhaling through. Inhale up. And exhale back and around. Let's do that 3 more times. This is a lovely thing to do if you feel tension building throughout the day. People get it a lot through their upper shoulders and upper traps. Just draw those draw your shoulders up towards your earlobes, and then as you exhale, just let everything relax. Drawing the shoulders up towards the ears. And exhale, relaxing as you release all the way back. Lovely. We're going to walk our hands out in front of us. And we're going to bring the hands to rest just beneath the shoulders and knees just beneath the hips. Spread the space between your thumb and index fingers. They get very tight with a lot of texting and computer work. Soften the elbows. A lot of people lock out here and miss a great opportunity to work the triceps. So the pointy bits of the elbows are pointing back, and that sets your shoulders in a really nice position. Find your neutral pelvic position. Anterior tilt, posterior tilt, and that nice neutral pelvic position, a little arch in the small of your back. We're going to now find our neutral shoulder blade position, drawing shoulder blades together and shoulder blades apart. And let's just practice that a couple more times. It's a great thing to do on a daily basis, just to remind ourselves that we have this beautiful scapular motion that we are totally in control of, where the shoulder blades, we can dictate where they are, all the way forward or all the way back and together. And finding that nice sweet spot in the middle where the scapular muscles, our rotator cuff muscles, and other large groups of muscles attached to and around the shoulder blades. So we're going to keep them in their optimum position. And so from here, we're going to start lifting opposite arm and leg, remembering that we are going to keep, I have a tendency to look up because I tend to talk to my class when I'm like this. So remember that when you're practicing, you're keeping a gentle tuck so that your chin is down, your gaze is down. If you're using a stick along your spine, you're going to keep everything perfectly still. You take a full breath in, tummy's going to come down towards the earth, lower ribs expand. Exhale as you gently tighten your pelvic floor and you draw your belly button towards your spine. And as you're doing so, slowly starting to lift opposite arm and leg. And if you're only lifting an inch or two and you're going, this is your biggest challenge in keeping your body still here, that is perfect. The stillness of your body is more important than how high you lift your arm or leg. We're going to hold for 3 more breaths. With fingertips reaching in front, thumb leading to the sky, which opens up the shoulder joint. Heel reaching to the wall behind you. By pulling your toes in, it helps you engage your quadriceps. And then you're going to slowly return hand and knee. Inhale. Finding your neutral pelvis, neutral shoulder blade position. Ready to support on the right hand as you lift the left hand and right foot. Keeping your pelvic floor muscles engaged. Heel behind you, hand forward to whatever height allows you to succeed. I'm going to drop my head back down where I want you to have yours. So always as though you are holding a gentle soft ball underneath your chin. And let's enjoy one more full breath, and with the challenge of coming back with just as much stability as we went up with. And we're going to start walking out onto our forearms. Drawing belly button towards spine, neutral shoulder blade position. You can press the tops of your feet down into the earth. If you feel that this is very gentle for you, by all means tucking your toes and lifting onto the balls of your feet. So walk your feet so that the weight is more through all the toes, reaching towards the balls of your feet, shoulder blades in neutral. Lovely. As we come out of our plank, we're going to lower onto the knees, and we're going to, keeping tummy engaged, we're going to come all the way down, resting our chin onto our hands. We're going to do a gentle stretch through the front of the thighs, muscles that tend to get very tight. Inhale. Exhale as we sweep back, heel to buttock. And release. Inhale and exhale, sweeping back, heel to buttock, letting your chin rest on your hand. And then release. Lovely. Hands under the shoulders, tucking tight through your pelvic floor and your deep abdominals as you lift up, back through your plank. Beautiful. Tucking all 10 toes. You're going to keep walking back, and you're going to push up and back to downward dog. So sit bones are reaching up high, back is nice and flat. So as you reach up, we're going to just walk the dog. Head and neck is really relaxed. So this is a nice way to get a little traction through the back, as long as you're always thinking up and back for your pelvis, reaching to the sky. The heels of your hands are grounded, and the base of your index fingers and all of your fingertips well grounded into the earth. Lovely. We're going to lower back down, and we're going to take our cushion. The size of your cushion is very much dependent on your breast size. So, taking your cushion and placing it so that the bottom of the cushion is at the pubic bone and the top of the cushion is just beneath your breast. We're going to lower all the way down, and we're going to work our back. We're going to start in this softest position, arms down by our side. Taking a breath in. Exhale. Lifting the arms, lifting the back of your head. Shoulder blades gently squeezing together. One more full breath, and then lower down. And as you lower down, feel free to just relax your head, relax your shoulders, and we're going to come back up one more time with our letter M. That's our aerial view. Inhale. Exhale, bringing your head back to neutral. Arms up to the sky. Shoulder blades squeezing together the whole time. Feet staying grounded, pelvis staying grounded. Excellent. Before you return, bend the elbows so the hands are at the height of the shoulders, and you're going to lower all the way down. And again, let yourself totally relax into this position. Take a nice relaxed breath. Exhale, pressing firmly with feet, squeezing shoulder blades, lifting up high. We're now in a nice little W. Hands going up as high as the elbows. So try to avoid this and rather get a little rotation happening, so you're getting some nice work in for the rotator cuff muscles. And all the way down. Good. Nice relaxed breath. Inhale. Exhale. Let's come up again with our W. Good. Breathing through. I'm not great at counting through my exercises with numbers. I tend to count with my breaths. And as I'm coming down, I'm going to extend my arms all the way out. Good. Relaxing everything in between. Inhale. Exhale. Each letter is making it progressively more challenging for the muscles of the back. And so at any point, if you're feeling like, well, that T, this letter T is a bit aggressive for me, by all means, come back to a W or an M. And as you progress, you can always then build your strength up to feel comfortable in the letter T. And then once more, letting everything relax and release, coming down to the mat. Coming up for another letter T. And we have only 2 more letters after this. And this is a lot of work for the spinal erectors. It's a great, great exercise that you can do absolutely every day to work on the endurance and strength of your deep spinal muscles. And letting everything relax. Lovely. Bending the elbows so that we're now forming the contour of the mat. And again, if the letter T felt like the right challenge level for you to stay at, then please stay there. Inhale, pressing feet and pelvis down, lifting the arms, drawing shoulder blades towards one another. Lovely. One more full breath. And all the way down. We have one more letter U to do. And all the way up. And all the way down. And pièce de résistance, challenging. We're going up to a letter V. You're reaching to the upper corners of your mat. We have 2 more letters. Breath in. And exhale, lifting up. Nice and high. Nice reach through the arms. And releasing one last time. One more full breath. And exhale, coming all the way up. So you want to have a cushion that's thick enough that you can lift your breasts off the floor, or ultimately you can get there. If you have large breasts, just consider it a nice extra built-in challenge that you get to lift against. And some of us with smaller breasts have to end up putting weights on our back. And then releasing all the way down. Lovely. Hands at shoulder height. We're going to press back, always keeping belly button engaged towards the spine. And we're going to move the cushions to the side. We're going to bring our big toes together, knees apart. And we're going to wrap up this practice with a delicious extended child. So, hands in front of you as you sit back. Once again, think sit bones up to the sky, just as you did with your downward dog. You're aiming to get a nice flat back. Letting head relax down. Again, I encourage you to use a mirror to ensure that your back is nice and flat. You're extending all the way forward. So you've created space for your body to come down between the legs. And here I want you to feel your breath as your ribs expand into your thighs with every breath in. And you feel a gentle tightening of your pelvic floor with every breath out. One more delicious breath. Lovely. And walking your hands back up, coming up nice and tall. And lovely opportunity to stretch the front of your ankles. If it feels too tight, by all means, place a little support there and reach up. Thinking tall, delicious posture, bringing hands to heart. And I want you to tap yourself on the back, give yourself a hug for making time to bring awareness to your spine and to start reinforcing strength through your body and good posture. Have a lovely day. Namaste.